Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Tarot reading for Saturday, June 7th, 2025. I hope everyone is doing well today, and welcome to the reading. This reading will be 3 cards that I'm going to pull plus a punctuation card, and this will be inspiration for the day, insight for the day, the general universal energy that we might want to be aware of as we go into the day. You can also watch these as part of a review at the end of your day to maybe have aha moments of, oh, that's what that was about, sort of vibes. It's completely up to you how you want to use these readings. I offer these for the universe, really, and anyone who wants to watch them, and hopefully it helps you with your day and with your magical life. Okay, so I'm going to use the Green Witch Tarot. I'll get the box here. This is from Anne Mora, and we're going to pull a couple cards. I am feeling pulled to pull a card with the pendulum for this one. I like what I did yesterday with pulling a card that is like what we need to look out for, or what is our blind spot. So I'm going to do that again, and the pendulum wants to pick that card. So we're going to do it that way. I will pick the main theme of the day, then a supporting card, and then the card to keep an eye on, or something to think about as we move through the day in connection with the other 2 cards. All right. This one right here is our main card of the day, plus a support card, which is right there. At least that's what it felt like. Move those up here. Let's do a quick spread fan. Sort of quick. Get the pendulum out. This is the card that gives us a little idea of what to look out for today. Not to look where our blind spots are. Something we need to consider. Sometimes this card is seen as in reverse depending on the card. So I hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. Looking forward to the 2 days. I know a lot of you probably do work during the weekend, so hang on one second. Just have a quick sip of tea here. Okay. Sit back and see what the cards have to say. Here's our main energy for the day. The Witch, the Magician. Being able to really work your magic today. Happy Magical Saturday. And then its support card is also a witch. The She, or 14, which is Temperance, which is what we had yesterday when we used the Unveil Tarot. A lot of blending and creating and making our desires come to the front, making our manifestations more powerful. Really starting, I also feel this is really starting to put what you want into effect for the full moon. Do it this weekend. Get started, make plans, start making, if you're going to do a system of prayer, meditations, however Spirit calls to you. Maybe just journaling, but maybe going out in the woods and figuring out, having a talk with the local woodland spirits or your local tree. This is what we need to, this is what's in our blind spot. 4 of Cups. We've had this before with this deck. Matter of fact, I think the last time I did a reading with this deck was the 4 of Cups, which is all about not paying attention to the good things in your life. Not paying attention to the things, that you're paying too much attention to the things that are empty. Paying too much attention to the cups that you have already drank from, and knowing that there is something at the door behind you, and that it might be easy to fall into a state of Ho-humness. Avoid the ho-hums. How's that? That's the title of this video. Avoid the ho-hums today if you can, okay? This is where you're not going to feel this empowerment energy that is really, really important to feel today. With two major arcana coming on the board, this is a very powerful aspect. It's a powerful notice that there is a lot that can be done today, especially if you blend a little bit of this and a little bit of that, a little bit of your talents, blending different aspects together to really create the manifestation and the day you want today. This is all about really knowing how to juggle all four elements. I really like that in both of these cards, we do have a creature from the natural world sort of operating as either a connector to the spiritual world or as to yourself, like a higher self connection or an angelic connection. Let's see if we can get close. There we go. Here this witch has got the four elements going, and it looks like she's got some mandrake root there. She's working something. So today is your day to work something, but to balance it, to make that blending that you need for today, to really come into your wholeness today and be the witch, be the magician, be the sorcerer, be the crazy tarot reader online. But really come into things and avoid the things that are already gone. You don't worry about those. Focus on the things that are coming to your door. Okay? I think it's that sense of paying attention to that you might have a tendency to do this and to self-correct yourself and stay on this path of the witch, of the magician, of the sorcerer, of the sorceress, right? This person that takes the physical and the spiritual and blends it together and brings this out in their life today. Today is a great day to do that and to do it in a way that empowers you and begins to propel you forward towards the full moon that is coming up next week. These two are going, I know I've mentioned this, but these two major arcana, this makes for a pretty powerful Saturday. So look to get things done today. Look to really get some balance today and to be able to step forward and handle a lot of different things today. That is the magician card. You might be able to blend 3 or 4 things today because you're blending, but you're also the magician, and the magician is very good at manipulating the elements. And sometimes the magician card or the witch card can be seen as the con man in some decks, like the, hey, finger guns, like, so embody that today if you want. But it's the person that can handle a lot of energies and input and information and use that to create something that they want that is for the betterment of themselves and the world around them. Okay, so let's pull a punctuation card. And it's funny, we have a bird, we have an insect, but mainly I thought of the bird. I've already got the oracle we're going to use, which is the spiritual meaning of birds. Get the box here. By Aaron Murphy Hiscock. And this is a new deck in my library. So we're just going to pull a punctuation card here. See what we get that wants to add on to this really cool, magical, it's over here, magical Saturday we've got going on here. It's way over here. There it is. All right. Quail. Fertility, caution, tenacity. Interesting. Let's look at the book real quick. Like I said, this is a newer oracle deck, and I'm very curious to see what it has to say. quail's large clutches of eggs associated with fertility. That the time is ripe for a new project or endeavor. There you go. Okay. Will often shoot out of hiding while being chased, engaging in a short, frenzied burst of flight to escape danger. Maybe advising you to invest an extra surge of energy to complete a project or wrap up part of your life. So look for a lot of energy today. Look for fertility today. Look for abundance today. The final is tenacity, right? This tenacious ability to, don't worry about this. Go talk to the guy at the door. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Well, that sits pretty well with me. Really pay attention to this energy here today. There's a lot going on. I didn't really show you guys this card. Look at the fairies. Look at the fair folk. I think with the fair folk and the birds and this insect, there is a lot of spiritual communication that's going to happen today if you put yourself in the right mindset to hear it. And it could just be with your higher self or your angels or your ancestors, whatever you work with. This is a magical day today, to be sure. They are all in one form or another, but this one particularly seems to be very empowering and in the realm of manifestation and moving towards what you want on a project. All right, everybody. There you go. I hope you have a great Saturday. If you're watching this in the evening, I hope you had a great Saturday. And I'm going to leave that where it is. Please feel free to comment, to have a conversation about this reading. That would be great. You can leave a comment down below. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to give me a thumbs up, share the video if you know someone that could use this information today. And that's it. I will see you for the reading on Sunday. Peace and strength, everyone. Have a great day.